Chapter 59. In the silver late morning sun, the riders climbed from the jungle into the grass and crops of the great broad hill. Soon the great tree came into view, shining. Ubuntu took in a deep breath. Maya looked at Adam. They shared a feeling of homecoming, a feeling of wonder. Soon they could hear the soft sounds of voices and the daily motion of the inhabitants, as they climbed higher until the full vast glory of the tree was in their midst. The children in the field looked once and knew it was so. They had been waiting, hoping every second for this day to come. They left their dolls and soccer balls and sprinted to Ubuntu and her following of riders. Children reunited with their parents, who welcomed them with open arms. Some women, some men, some elders left behind, lay down their work and joined the riders in the field. "It's good to be home," Ubuntu said to Dharma. Nico and Jata met their mother in the field with tears of joy, tears of loss. "Kazo," Jata's mother said. She looked. She knew by the faces of her sons that her husband was not to come home. "His life was given for us, Mama," Niku said to her. "He fought with so much courage," Jata said. He started, but broke into tears. His mother hugged him close, brought Niku into the hug. "He would have it no other way," said their mother strongly. "He was born for it to end this way." Jata nodded. "I will do my best to carry on his way," swore Jata, "to care for you and Niku, to never let us despair as father never would." Mother hugged them both again. "You will do a marvelous job." Maya wandered near, greeting friends and meeting friends from the tree. "Maya," Jata called. "Remember Maya, Ma, the football girl?" "Maya," Jata's mother said and hugged her. She reached and smacked Jata on the head. "Football girl," she scolded. Jata winced and wondered what he did wrong. "She is responsible for our safe return, for our victory," he said. Maya smiled, and Jata put his arm around her. "She is amazing." Jata's mother smiled a warm smile towards Maya. "She is no human, like they say," Jata's mother said. "She is an angel," as she held her face and hugged her once again. "Hey, I helped." Forget it. Maya is amazing," Adam said, emerging from the crowd. Ubuntu came behind him. Dharma followed, greeting many old friends. "Isela, I am sorry for your loss," Ubuntu said to Jata's mother. "May he receive good rest until you meet again. He sure does deserve it." "Don't I know it," Isela said. She turned in wonder to see Dharma standing there. "Dharma?" She rushed to her and gave her a loving hug. "Isela, your boys, they are men," Dharma said. Has it been that long?" "So long, Dharma," Isela smiled. "Long lost Dharma, what a day. We have so much to catch up on." "We found her riding in the mountains again," Ubuntu said. "Oh, Dharma, it's so cold up there," Isela said. "You're right about that," Dharma said. "I'm thinking I might need to warm up for a while." "You sure do," Isela said. "You look white as snow. It just so happens I have an extra cot now. God rest his soul. You really want to stay?" "I really want to stay," Dharma said. "Oh my, Dharma and Ubuntu in the Tree of Life. It's about to be lit," Isela said. "The tree is already illuminated, Isela, Ubuntu smiled. But yes, it will be wonderful. I'm not talking about those little lanterns, Ubuntu, Isela said. Hey, Zetafungo, you staying too? I have to get back to my forest, Zetafungo said. Shut up, Zetafungo. I heard you put all those demons to sleep, Isela said. Well, I suppose it's just a short tree trunk jump away, Zetafungo said. Ooh, it's about to be the tree of life and death and heaven and Acapulco and everything in between, Isela said. This is my mother, Jata said to Maya as he shook his head. Boy, go clean the house. I don't think you saved the universe, Isela said. The party of riders made their way up into the tree and filled the gathering places. Home at last, and it was as if nothing had changed. No time had gone by, but it was time for a lively celebration. The elders and the women brought out fruit and vegetables to the tables, and some cricket soup. Still a healthy alternative to the feasts of Jiko country. The riders shared their stories as they swayed in arms of loved ones, held their children tight, dreamt of many days to come of smooth sailings, tranquil seas. A peace would be ensured that had not been known in Jata's or even older of the men's long lives. There was peace before, peace here and there, but always something that was known as temporary. A peace with reservations, always in the back of everyone's minds. A tightness they all knew that deep down they had to hold in preparation for each coming breaking of the peace. But this was different. They could feel it in the air. They could sense it from experience that this was a peace that they'd be sinking into for some time to come. Evening came and they were still hanging out. The sun was setting big red on the horizon with purple stripes across its face. Dharma strolled alone along under the light of the amber lanterns. The insects of the jungle rang and chirped. She listened to the language of its texture, remembered that she used to know. She walked until the waterfall and let her hand be covered in the mist. She sat beside the water until the moon rose high and lively celebrators quieted, the wayward howl now and then of Isela reviving the simmering flame. We should get that girl aboard, Ubuntu said, walking up to Dharma. We could have used her spirit out there. She sat down next to Dharma, looking at the stars. The world is changing now, Dharma said. Yes, and what is Dharma doing? Ubuntu asked. She thought a minute. I don't know, Dharma said, not knowing. Isn't that nice? Ubuntu said. They sat there for another while, just listening to silence, warm silence of life. After a while, they walked back to the party, hand in hand, until they came a little closer. I don't think we've held each other's hands since we were kids, Ubuntu said. Just little girls, Dharma said, longingly. We didn't have a care in the world. They climbed the steps and joined the lovely company. Dharma watched as Maya and the kids all laughed and laughed. Maya noticed Dharma was back and wandered over, stopping, hugging friends on the way. Mom, I love it here, and I want to visit all the time, Maya said, looking. But I miss my home. I know, baby, Dharma answered. You can visit any time, but it's fine if you... But Maya interrupted. I was wondering if, well, Dad, she paused. We should. He would die to see you, Mom. You have to. Can you please come with us? I miss home, she said, tears filling her eyes. The tears filled Dharma's eyes in turn. Maya started. I don't know if I can, Dharma stared with compassion, confusion, hope, sorrow, joy, fear, pain, and love all in one. A tear fell down Maya's cheek. She looked at Dharma with all those feelings the same, but with something more beseeching, something beyond words, petitions only mother-daughters know. All right, Dharma said, softly, while a tear falls down her cheek. She hugged Maya. I'll take you home, she said. We can go tomorrow. I love you, Mom, Maya said, as she closed her eyes and hugged her mother tightly.